The Police Minister, Bheki Cele, is visiting Inanda in KwaZulu-Natal following the killing of 3 women in the area. They were attending an ANC candidate list meeting. 5 others were injured in that shooting. eNCA's Mawande Kheswa is there and joins us now for an update. And Mawande, have the police been able to make any headway in terms of the investigation, and has that come out during that visit by Bheki Cele to the families of the deceased?
Good day, Tulas. Well, Minister Bheki Cele says that they do have leads at this point in time regarding a shooting that took place in Inanda. However, he says he's unable to divulge any further information as it may jeopardize the investigation. He also went further to say that looking at the area of Inanda, it's one which has a high crime rate, and therefore there could be elements of just general criminality within the area, coupled though with political violence. He pins this down to intimidation. Let's hear what he further had to say.
Clearly the person that committed this terrible sin here was more on the intimidating the system rather than targeting a person or particular candidate, as you know that would be. So that's what the police need to find out, why is a group of those people who came here in that party and intimidate people. Was it proper, just pure criminalities? They were doing that on behalf of somebody. But for the fact that this was a political gathering, it is on that score that the investigation has been taken by the politically task team that is dealing with those things in KZN, and it will determine at the end of the day what was it. But for the fact that this was a political gathering, it has been handed over to the team led by General Kumalo that has been dealing with those things here. It looks like they've got their leads. You know that once you say so, we end there. The General, maybe Mkwanas, will speak more. We're with the deputy ministers here of the JC cluster, the deputy minister police, deputy minister SSA. The matter is on the agenda of the JCPS cluster, but also is on the agenda of the preparation that will be led by the provincial commissioner, working on preventative and working on the days of elections going forward.
So Mawande, the police minister says it appears that this was an attempt to introduce intimidation into the system. And by system, I suppose he's talking about all the processes related to political processes towards the elections. It begs the question then, do we have any reason to worry, according to the police minister, in as far as safety and security towards the elections is concerned?
Well, Tulasi, I'll let you know that part of this visit encompassed the arrival of the Deputy Minister of State Security, Uzizi Goto, who came on and said that this is an attack on the Constitution, it's an attack on democracy, and it is something that they don't take lightly. As far as the elections are concerned, Minister Bheki Cele says that this incident does not point to a situation where the elections are in jeopardy. However, they are looking at a situation where the military stays on and looks out or looks after those processes. Let's hear what he had to say about this.
Well, fortunately, we still have the army that has not been called back to the bases. The provincial commissioner, together with the national commissioner, on those specific places, 3 provinces that we have mentioned. You know that SANDF are still here. That will be Gauteng. If we need them in Western Cape, there will be. Budget will have to be found. Elections, you can't compromise on that one. We believe that we are working on that. We have made our budget known through the National Commissioner and the CFO, and that is presented to the cabinet and the treasurer to say this is the amount of money we need to run the elections.
All right.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Mawande Kheswa out in Inanda in KwaZulu-Natal.